Hello and welcome back. This is GGRFaze and I'm going to be talking about game number 3 between Naugrim and MaNa. Naugrim is playing as the orange Zerg player at the 12 o'clock position, and MaNa is playing as the green Protoss player at the 9 o'clock position. This is game number 3. Both players have taken one game apiece, so it is pretty much dead even. It's still anybody's game in the CraftCup finals. And it looks like the Overlord will be scouting the correct direction for Naugrim, and I still can't stop thinking about Diablo 3 as I am downloading the press kit for the BlizzCon. You can download it from the Battle.net website, and it looks like MaNa is going to move his probe over and he will spot the Overlord coming, so he does know the positioning of Naugrim. Very smart move there by MaNa, so that he will be scouting the correct direction with his probe. As I was saying, the press kit you can download is 1.19 gigs. It's huge, but I think it's totally worth it. I don't know the exact contents of what's inside, but I think there's a lot of video, so I am totally looking forward to that. And he's going to put down a gateway at his choke point. If you haven't seen game number 2, there was a failed gateway choke point that was made by MaNa. I think he's not going to make the same mistake twice, and that was very critical in that game. And the Overlord is going to hover over to the entrance. A lot of Zerg players like to do this now because they will be able to see if his opponent is going for a fast expand, and we see MaNa is working on the drone here, almost killing. This one is at 8 HP, and 3 drones does chase this one probe away. The spawning pool has gone down. The hatchery has not yet gone down just yet for Naugrim. The gateway is about to finish, and Naugrim will spot it with his Overlord, and he will also see that the forge has recently gone up, and MaNa's at the front of the choke for Naugrim, and Naugrim's going to set it on patrol to prevent any pylon from going directly on the bottom of the ramp, and another Overlord is inside the base, but instead a pylon is going to go to the side of the ramp, and he's going to be able to put down some cannons when that forge finish. But this time the spawning pool will be able to finish a little bit earlier than last time because he had a hatchery up, and 4 drones are going to come out with a 5th drone's help to work on this pylon, and MaNa is going to let that pylon finish even though he did see all these drones coming, and there's only 4 drones working on that photon cannon and a couple of Zerglings as well as 1 queen. It does get cancelled, I believe, and MaNa's just going to spin around here, try to kill sometime. He does put down another cannon, and these 4 drones very smartly are working on that. Ooh, actually I think that time it went down. 1 Zealot is over here, and he's going to try to fight off some of these Zerglings. He does kill off 1 Zergling. This is a critical moment as he's trying to get a surround on MaNa, and that 1 probe is going to get down. He probably should cancel this cannon. I think he's going to go down as well. Ooh, I think he should really cancel this cannon. And the hatchery is going to go up for Naugrim, and it looks like he did cancel that cannon, and additional Zealot is coming across. The assimilator finally going up, a little bit delayed as he was trying to put some early pressure with that pylon and the cannon. Very good response by Naugrim there, and the 2 Zealots are running back to base as the choke is finally getting blocked off with the cybernetics core, and some Zerglings are going to run across to try to take advantage of the fact that his opponent has invested heavily in cannons and pylons, and he is supply block at the moment. He really needs to put down additional pylon, and some of the Zerglings are coming in with these Zealots, and they're going to fight, and I think the Zerglings are going to lose. They don't have their speed just yet. They can't really run past the Zealots. And inside the base, a second assimilator is going up, and the extractor is up, and I think there's nothing at the choke once again. The Zealots are in the middle of the map. Some Zerglings are running toward, and now they're running back. Even though he knows that there's nothing at the choke at the moment, and a couple of Zealots are going to be coming over here. There's no spine crawler in position, no spine crawlers being built at all, and these Zealots are going to work on those Zerglings. Zerglings probably going to try to get us around with this queen, and Zealots are working on the queen. The queen, I think, might go down here. Ooh, the queen does go down. 3 Zealots still alive fighting these Zerglings, and they do take a lot of Zerglings down. There's 1 less last Zealot. He's going to try to get in here, but he does get taken down. 1 Stalker is being produced at the moment by MaNa. 2 gas is gone up, 1 gas for Naugrim as he's transferring some probe, finally putting that down spine crawler. A couple of players some players do like to put down a spine crawler here and then move it over, as that will reduce the build time for your spine crawlers, as you do not need to build it on the creep that does not exist for your natural expansion. Medical boost is currently being researched by Naugrim as MaNa is patrolling the borders with his Stalker, trying to get rid of some, and there's 1 Zealot here in hold position, and he really needs to run his Stalker over, and the Stalkers do come over to kill off 1 of those Zerglings. 2 additional gateways being produced at the moment for MaNa, and Naugrim is going to only have 1 spine crawler in position, and he's also spreading creep. He has reproduced his queen that he lost earlier, and it looks like MaNa is thinking about expanding. He will put down a pylon here and probably some cannons relatively soon. The sentry is going to come out and help, and the spine crawler is being moved up by Naugrim at the moment. A robotics facility has recently gone down for MaNa as he's thinking about grabbing perhaps an observer or the Colossus. And the second spine crawler is going down. A couple of Zerglings running across the metabolic who's about to be finished at the moment. 1 cannon being warped in. A sentry is being warped in as well as MaNa is leaving 1 probe out here in the open. And some of these Zerglings are getting taken down as that metabolic boost is about to be finished in 1 more second. That Zergling will be able to run away as metabolic boost is finished in critical timing. Double gas going up for Naugrim at the moment. He's going to have 4 gas. He's going to have 2 more gas than his opponent, but his opponent is trying to expand at the moment. He's putting 1 pylon, 1 cannon, very, very good positioning of these units, and this 1 Zergling is checking out for any hidden expansions. The Spire has recently gone down for Naugrim, and the 2 extractors have finished, but there's no drone on it, and he's going to put drones on it right now. There's 2 queens in his natural expansion. 1 queen is in his own base, and there's a Roach Warren going down as well as a Spire. And this first observer is being chrono boosted out, and the Nexus has gone down for MaNa. A couple of Zerglings being produced at the moment as there's a lot of creep being spread. When you have an additional queen, that is really, really good, especially for spreading creep as you do have additional energies. And MaNa will be able to see there's a Roach Warren and a couple of Zerglings spawning, and he will also spot the Spire as well. Plus 1 ground weapons for MaNa is currently being produced at the moment. And he does have quite a sizable force. If you take a look at the army count, 63 in favor of the Zerg player Naugrim to 47 MaNa, the Protoss player. If we take a look at the unit composition, we do see a Stargate going down right now for MaNa, and the Overseer will catch a glimpse of that, and the Overseer is going to head out. If we take a look at the unit counting station, 1 Stalker, a couple of Zealots, and a couple of sentries versus a lot of Zerglings. And those Zerglings are working on the destructible rocks on the side of Naugrim, and he's also getting down double evolution chambers. Double evolution chambers will allow you to upgrade your units much quicker, and it looks like he's probably going to upgrade those missile attacks as he does have a Hydralisk Den as well. And we do see MaNa getting double Stargates as his first expansion is getting saturated with probes at the moment, and we do see Glider Constitution along with missile attacks and armor being upgraded by the Zerg player Naugrim. He has hatched a whole bunch of roaches. Look like these roaches are going to help out, and we do see a lot of creep tumors, and that is a lot of creep tumors. 3 creep tumors will be able to spread your creep much quicker. And we see the Stargate has been contaminated. The contamination will prevent the production of whatever is in it and will slow down the research as well. This queen is very happily spreading the creep as additional Hydralisks and roaches are being produced. If we take a look at the army count, once again, 100 to 63. I think MaNa did get a little bit blocked there. Perhaps supply blocked several times because he has about 60-70% of the army size of Naugrim, and it looks like this Phoenix is going to come in for some scouting purposes, and it's going to go down. Almost survived. The 3rd hatchery is coming up for Naugrim, the 2nd expansion, and we do see that he is grabbing a robotics bay in the back. There is still 1 Overlord hanging out over here that is being shot at by a Phoenix, particularly army size 69 to 119. And right now we see a lot of roaches, a lot of Zerglings versus a couple of Zealots, a couple of sentries, and a couple of Stalkers. And I don't think the robotics facility will finish the Colossus in time. And the Colossus is not actually being built just yet as he's finishing the robotics bay. A couple of Phoenixes scouting around, killing that Overlord on the side, and he will be able to see a quite formidable force from Naugrim. And he's got to be in a panic mode right now. He doesn't have that many army, that big in army size, 130 to about 76. That's almost double the army size, and we might see an engagement here. I think Naugrim senses weakness, and he's going to come in with the Zerglings and the Roaches. A couple of very good force fields does buy him some time, however. And we might see a huge standoff. Colossus is being chrono boosted right now as we speak, and there's actually a Twilight Council. and a couple of very, very good force fields, and a Guardian Shield does go up, but he simply doesn't have that many units. A couple of Phoenixes are trying to shoot down the Overseer, and a couple of more very, very good force fields will be able to buy him some more time, and he's actually picking up a couple of Roaches trying to fend off this attack. A lot of Hydralisks are being produced at the moment. Some of the probes get into the battle, and the Stalkers are slowly trying to back out, and MaNa does GG out of the game. Very, very fine control there by Naugrim. Hope you guys enjoy that. Please do watch game number 4. Game number 4 is the most coolest game I've seen. Well, one of the best games I've ever seen. So see you guys at game number 4. Subscribe if you like, and leave comments too. Thanks. Ooh, one Zergling.